Welcome.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
We got Joe Rogan on for today.
Dude, I wish we had Joe Rogan on for today. He doesn't know we exist.
All
He has no
right.
idea.
We've got his bastard son though.
Well, welcome back, boys and girls. We are over halfway through season 2.
Yeah.
How time flies. How time flies.
It's
when
like
we're
Hermes. This podcast has Hermes boots.
It
It
does.
just keeps moving.
Just keeps
I guess.
moving.
Hermes is fast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's very quick.
Okay. We are back and we are live and we are ready to begin this quest today. First of all, I'm gonna introduce myself. If you guys don't know me, if this is your first episode, go check out the other 15 episodes we've released before coming back to this episode because they're super chronological.
Super.
Just kidding, they're not at all.
They are.
We don't have a
It's a lore.
yeah, the Arctic Circle podcast.
If you watch this one without watching the other 15 prior.
Okay, but
Lost.
season
You're
one
gonna
finale
be
does
dumb.
have a lore.
Oh yeah, there's a huge
There's
lore.
a huge lore.
There
That's
is.
its own cinematic universe. Just that one episode.
It's like Rick and Morty.
I'm still
season
down.
7.
I'm still down to like one night just grind out some crazy cinematic masterpiece.
Let's do it.
Alleged death.
Let's do it.
I'm so down. Well, anyways, my name is Josh. I am leading this podcast today, and I'm here with Colin
What's up?
and Alex.
Yada.
If you guys don't know, Colin is referred to as Frolic Frog, and Alex is the Phallic Palace.
And Josh is Bosh.
We all have these little nicknames.
These little nicknames,
Silly funny names.
Silly goofy.
Before we get into this episode, y'all, we had the Dreamcast episode the other week, and man, I had the most vivid dream I have ever had in my entire life about 2 days ago. And I would love to just share my dream.
Was there fighting and trolls involved?
Dude, there was no fighting. Okay, there's a little rowdiness, but there's no
You know
trolls.
you're rowdy.
There's no trolls.
Yeah,
Can I actually share? I've been waiting to share this dream for like a long time.
Yeah, you've
Go
been
for it,
building
man.
up the tension within me.
I've been
trying to release.
I mean, dude, it's been hard to keep quiet. I've already told one of my coworkers this dream, and I've already told one of my friends this dream. I don't know.
Oh, so it's out there in the universe.
It's out there. People know about it. So yeah, I went to sleep that night because I went to sleep that night early to go to the gym. I was gonna wake up early and go to the gym,
Mm-hmm.
but like that did not happen. Like I set my alarm, I woke up, and I was like, oh man, I'm not getting up. So then I went back to sleep at 5:50 a.m. and this is when the dream took place. So I woke back up at
When the
like
craziness
8
set in.
a.m., 7:55. So basically, I was put into this classroom, and it was like understood it was like a UGA class, and it was for some reason it was a business class. So I was like in Terry, but it was just a random classroom,
Uh-huh.
and the professor's like, "All right, guys, like your big project this semester is to run your own business for the entirety of the semester."
Wow.
And so the professor had rented out. He had rented out every single room or like building that you for your business to be in. And so the idea behind this project is to give the seniors entrepreneurship experience. So the seniors are the ones running the business, and the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen are the ones like team members helping the leader run the business.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a little
This
hierarchy.
is your time to shine.
Dude, it's my time. So like I'm like the senior, right?
It's kind of like the caste system in India, right?
Dude, it's exactly like the cast system.
What's the top class?
Seniors. Actually, the professor, he rules over us.
You're like the level 99.
Basically.
The professor's the level 100 mafia boss.
Yeah. And they're all like the crooks, level 1 crooks. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right. They just do your bidding.
But-
you're a Brahmin.
So
That's-
after he announced it, he gave us like time to like for everyone to pick the person they wanted to lead. So we all like stood on top of like tables and chairs and we're like, "Come to my team." Oh,
Oh!
you gotta
come to
chug
my
it.
team. That's for climbing. That's for the climbing gym.
Oh, okay.
Come to my team, like we're gonna do great things. And no one went to my team, so there's no one on my team.
You
And
gotta
then
fight
fast
with
forward,
fuckers.
the dream fast forwards, obviously. It fast forwards like a week, and
obviously.
This guy, like one of their classmates, he's a senior. He's running this business. It's doing like he's selling like southern clothing and southern souvenirs and like random. It looks like a stereotypical like southern shop.
It's like Southern Marsh or
Kind of, but more. It's more rednecky. Like there's more like camouflage stuff and shit.
something you go hunting in.
Yeah, kind of. But this guy had 10. He had 10 workers. And so I was like, dude, you gotta give me half your workers. Like, just give them to me. And so I got 5 workers. One was this white guy, never seen before. One was this black guy, never seen before. One was this girl that was friends with this other girl that was flirting with me on the side. But then I was like,
you got a girlfriend.
yeah, I was like, hey, yo, I have a girlfriend, chill. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then she like avoided me. But it was her friend that was on my team. I don't know her name. I don't know any of their names. And then the last, and then the 4th person was this transgender kid. Like, I don't know why. It was like a part of the story, man.
Is that them being transgender like important at all?
No, not at all. It was just an observation from my dream self.
Your team is very inclusive.
Yeah, you
got diversity 100.
We just need like an Asian or something.
You just need a slim.
The 5th person, I don't remember who they were. They could have been Asian.
Slim
But
shade,
so at our first team meeting, we were like discussing like what's the business gonna be. And I remember like my dream self looking down on the floor and there was a piece of printer paper on the ground and it said it was pink and it said tech in black letters, TEK. And I was like, we're gonna be called Tech. That's our business, Tech. And then they're like, what are we gonna do? And I started like thinking of like easy business ideas that could pass and you could sell it to college kids. And I just said smoothies, like Smoothie King. So Tech Smoothies, that was the business name.
Tech Smoothies.
And it was all thought of at that table looking down at the floor. And so the transgender kid was like, so how are we going to make the smoothies? And then I like pulled out a blender. Like I just had a blender on me. I pulled out a blender. I pulled out some strawberries.
Like I said.
That's okay, man.
That's alright.
Dude, all I did was
withhold for now.
All I did was blend strawberries together.
Strawberry smoothie?
That's it. Like that's all I did. And then I gave it to the kid and then he like spit it out. He was
this is strawberry
juice.
Like,
this
How do
is
you not like
terrible.
strawberries?
Apparently it just tasted bad, man.
Oh my
just
God.
tasted bad. So like I told them, hey, I'll learn how to make smoothies on my own time. And then for now we're gonna get a list of everything we need and y'all are gonna like help me bring in like furniture and shit. And then at the end I was like, you guys need to give me your availability so we can start planning out times to make the business open for like kids to come in and buy stuff. And so, okay.
Why just kids?
Dude.
Why is
like
it?
college kids.
Oh,
like
okay.
this is like a college business. So fast forward a couple hours, I'm walking over. This part's crazy, dude. I'm walking over to check out the new spot. Like it's a standalone building next to the Circle K at 5 Points.
Okay.
But it's not actually. Obviously, it's not
You
actually.
took over
5 Points.
Smoothie King.
Yeah,
took over a Count
dude,
Tito's.
see, that's an interesting
Yeah.
point. Like, I didn't think of that until like a couple like hours after I woke up. Like, I was thinking about this dream for a long time back then. But I was like, dude, that's right next to Smoothie King.
Yeah.
It could have been Smoothie
started
King.
That's
competition.
crazy, man. Yeah, head to head.
But so on my way over to the building, I get lost. Like, I don't know where to go. There's no directions. And so I'm starting to like go through woods. And like I get like Juro spiders all over me, dude. So
Oh
I'm
my
shaking them
gosh.
all off.
All of
I'm
it.
like, what's going
It's
on?
in the woods at 5 Points.
Yeah. So then
Classic
I
Pokemon.
emerged from the woods like a warrior coming home from war. And I see the building and I'm like, oh dude, this looks like a nice little spot. So I open the door. It's not locked, but I don't have a key. And there's 50 kids having a rave inside of the building.
Holy crap.
So there's kids like bouncing off.
Like 8-year-olds that just raving in there.
No, dude, it's like our age kids.
Did,
The word
was
kids
this, like,
just
was the
makes me
restaurant
think it's like
open, or did they,
8-year-olds every
No,
time.
dude, it's not open. There's
They just,
nothing
like,
going
broke
on.
in?
There's nothing going on. We don't have anything set up in there. It's just like a rented space. But there's no lock and there's no key. I didn't have a key. to get in.
Okay.
So
Did you charge them?
Nah, dude. It gets crazier, dude. So at first I walk in, I'm like, oh, dude, this is cool. Like, you guys are good here. You can chill.
You're good here.
And then like I look over, like the next minute I look over and this kid is like inside of the oven, like bouncing up and down on the oven rack. And then he gets out of the oven and pulls out the rack. It's bent in half like this. And I'm
How
like,
is he jumping in the
I don't know, dude.
It's gotta be 8-year-olds.
And then I'm like, alright guys, you guys gotta get out. Like that was the thing that was the last straw. Like
Yeah.
you guys, no more bouncing on the oven. You guys gotta
More
go.
monkeys
And so I
jumping
watched
on
them
the
all
oven.
like NPC walk out of the building.
Yeah.
But then like 5 minutes later, they just all rush back inside. You're like, woo! There's like, there's
We're
nothing
back!
stopping them.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping.
There's nothing stopping
There's too
them.
many of them. They're a mob.
So,
Yeah, I'm outnumbered. I'm just one guy.
Yeah.
But so the reason why I didn't have my key was the guy in charge of getting the keys from Tate was my manager at Larry's in real life. And then also later that night, I was going back home. I got home and it was actually my home in Augusta. I haven't been there in like 5 years or like 3 or 4 years. And I text my manager, who's the same guy. He's my manager at Larry's, but he's also in charge of giving me the keys to my business at UGA.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, like I'm not gonna have much time to come to work anymore. Like I'm so swamped with this new business. Like you gotta let me flourish in this new like life I'm living. But get this, dude, I did it on Minecraft. I texted him on Minecraft. Like on the
What?
Minecraft text chat.
Slash.
That's
slash
crazy.
message.
So I
Michael
was-
Sheridan moment.
And that's how this loving bond was created.
I was like, you know how like people design things on like software design, like design buildings and stuff. I was doing that on Minecraft. So
That's
I was, like,
awesome.
I was designing like this.
Like the blueprints?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The smoothie ingredients.
But like I was
of
like I took a
Minecraft.
break and I started like texting on like the Minecraft interface and it just immediately iMessage texted to my boss.
Sounds legit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, the dream. I woke up with the realization that I won't be able to work anymore, and then I woke up 5 minutes before I had to leave for work. So pretty crazy, right?
Dude, what does that dream mean?
What does
do you
it
think?
mean?
What does
Dude,
it mean?
I think it's telling me to start my own business personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe. Join the entrepreneurial program, UGA.
Nah, I'll pass.
Mm,
But y'all, that dream was the most like vivid. Like I remembered every single moment of that dream, every single aspect.
Yeah, the rave was wild.
I've never had that happen to me before, dude.
That sounds
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound that crazy, but like
Yeah, I mean, that was a very,
Experience.
It left you in
very,
awe.
lot of detail.
A lot of detail.
A lot of stuff happened.
Broken oven.
the part where I shrug off the Juro spiders and just walk into the building.
Yeah.
I'll be flipping my shit. Oh man.
Maybe
Yeah.
spiders are gonna come up on today's episode.
Maybe.
That'll be lame.
You never
Y'all
know.
put spiders on here.
I did not.
Hey Ezra.
Hey guys.
So yeah, that segues us nicely into our podcast. And since it is spooky season, we decided to.
Just about.
It's all, you know.
We're about
Once
to find
October
out.
hits, it'll be spooky.
I was seeing the
I
holiday
think it's
decorations in the grocery store.
Well, they're in their
They
way
put those
too
up in
early.
July now.
I think August definitely. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do our top 3 greatest fears. It's gonna be similar as our tier list episodes that you guys love so much. We get so many positive remarks about them.
Yeah.
My
Everyone
dad-
loves a good countdown.
My dad especially. My dad loves
So much anticipation,
Lewis.
you know.
Yeah,
LB.
it's a good little idea we've stuck with,
Halloween.
and
Yeah.
dude, I think dude, mine are kind of serious, bro. Like mine's like
Mine are.
like
mine's
mine's
I got one
like,
serious.
I was definitely gonna tap into like some of my anxieties and things like that in this
Yeah.
episode.
dude,
Should
let's
be
do it.
interesting.
I'm excited, man.
Let's do it.
I'm excited. So I guess I'm going first.
Yeah,
right?
go for it. Go for it.
Both to
Let's do it.
what was in here thing? Who popping a perky and blacking out?
Who's this guy?
So what is that?
Oh yeah, Advil. Oh.
Oh, I heard Ezra's addicted to Advil.
Dude, I heard the same thing, man.
Ezra, dude, when are we doing
There's
the
a rumor
skip
going
tier
around.
list? When are we doing the skip tier list? I think you should leave.
When should we?
Dude, because you're about to be a special guest on the next episode.
I'm very
you,
excited. I'm
That'll be
honored.
special.
Honored even.
When you watch all of the episodes, can I come over here and watch them too? Because we don't have Netflix at our.
Oh, I'm down, dude. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
You don't
I
have Netflix?
No, because now I have to pay for my own account. I'm just too
Oh,
lazy.
dude, I
No
forgot.
one else
Netflix
has it
got
there?
yeah, because Netflix got super strict
No, because
on their security.
nobody's paying for their own accounts.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, no. So we just don't have it right now.
Netflix is doing like the one
state,
household
I thought it
rule.
was like the state.
It's like household.
Oh, I can watch mine here.
It it was working for Kevin's account, and then like last week it was like you're not in the same household, and then it logged us out.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's kind of random.
Interesting.
I don't think I'm on my Netflix. I think I'm on Michael's Netflix or one of my other roommates.
Hola, Miguel.
Interesting. Your parents might also just be paying for your an extra account for you.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they know how to do that.
Well, I don't think you can have two separate households on the same Netflix.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you.
Dude, you little
Netflix.
Netflix boy.
Nah.
You're a little NB.
Is one of you guys watching The Wire on my HBO Max account? Somebody's on season 2
HBO's
of The
not logged
Wire.
in here.
I'm not on your HBO.
Somebody's on season 2 of The Wire, and it's on my profile, and it's nobody in my apartment. So
awesome.
someone's watching it.
Yeah, you got a secret admirer.
I don't know whose TV you would be logged into.
Oh, I logged into so many places. It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
It's probably, dude, I don't
I
know.
have a fear of televisions.
Dude, me too. I'm so frightened.
And every time I see one, I pee a little.
The TV static, whenever that starts going on, I flinch every time.
Ever seen Poltergeist? Classic horror film.
Dude, not yet, man.
Oh, it's great.
I haven't seen every movie of
I know
it.
what
There's a whole
Poltergeist
thing.
is.
There's a whole. It's.
I know what it is, but
It's the movie where like the little girl's looking at the TV stack and the stack's like moving and stuff. It's freaky.
it sounds trippy.
It's Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Well, when I was thinking of my,
Yes.
so I'm not.
That's right.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Good job.
start off. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. I was like realizing I'm not scared of things that most people are scared of, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the things.
Like the
floating around my water.
stereotypical, like scared of the dark, scared of heights, spiders, snakes. I'm not scared of any of that.
This guy's not afraid.
This guy's fucking.
Dude, I'm
jump
naked
on
and
a Tron.
afraid. I'm always naked and afraid.
He's naked right now.
Oh my god, this
He's
guy's
afraid
always
right now.
naked.
So I was thinking
He's
of
always naked.
I was thinking of fears that are more life related
Yeah.
and less object related.
Yeah.
So my first, I guess number 3, my bronze medalist for my third greatest fear is not living life to the fullest. And dude,
Wow, you took this a very different direction.
well, okay, it takes a couple of
My
directions.
first one is really lighthearted.
Well, yeah, all 3 of mine are kind of deep. I ain't gonna lie.
Get deep, get saucy, get juicy.
Dude, a reason why I
Start
put
dripping.
that as my third greatest fear is because like I always like worry that if I wake up in like 50 years that I'll have like regrets on how I lived my life, and I feel like it's had such of an impact on like what I do on the trips I plan, the places I go, that like it's almost impossible for me not to think about it almost every week of my life. So like, I always want to make the most out of every day.
Big man.
I get like
big man.
I get kind of super lethargic and super anxious on days I'm like, I have free time but I don't do anything. I feel bad that day because I'm like super lazy. And that's gonna be
I feel that.
my resolution for this coming year is make the most of it every day. Just
Nice,
'cause-
man. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, because I waste so many hours on my phone, and it's like, man, dude, I could be living life like anyone, like a better dude, like a dude man, like a dude man's raw.
Dude, buy a motorcycle, ride it 80 miles per hour, and don't wear armor.
Dude, I'm gonna wear. I'm not gonna pull. I'm not pulling an
You'll
Alex.
be
Bro.
living life like
Gotta put on your
fucking
motorcycle
on
armor.
the edge.
I'm not gonna pull an Alex and fall on my scooter.
That's a different
How are
story.
you,
That's survivable.
Are you recovering?
Oh yeah, look at that dude.
Show the camera.
Yeah.
Like huge. Yeah, we're scabbing over,
Huge.
baby. Dude, also on like the other day, I was changing out my ice bath like liquid because it was getting kind of nasty,
Oh,
so I need to
that's-
refresh it. And
Yeah.
I had to grab the bottom of the ice, like so it's like a chest freezer, and on the bottom of it there's one side that has like the coolant on it, so you kind of like there's like a hook to grab your hand onto it there, and I was grabbing that to tip it over, and my hand like grabbed onto it and slipped, and then immediately I felt something like go into my finger, and I my finger immediately came off as soon as I felt that sensation, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's
like
deep.
cut your finger open?
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, that's deep. And then I look at my finger, and there's just like this cut going down it, and blood streaming out, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's deep.
So what cut you?
I immediately, there was like
There's
little,
nothing sharp in there, dude.
there's like little like metal edges on the bottom.
So how do you carry that thing out of your room?
See, like, look at this cut I got. It's not that deep anymore because it's kind of healing, but like,
Wait,
you
so
can literally
how
pull
do
the
you-
skin
How do
apart.
you get the water out?
I dump it over the side.
Dude, where do you do
house?
the ice bath? You do it on the balcony?
No, I keep
In
it
his
in my
room.
room.
In his room.
You
It's
do
like,
it in your room?
it's like a cooler chest.
I have a mat so I can
I
get
went-
out and
dude,
then just drip all the water
I went
onto
there
it.
with
It's
you to
super
get it.
absorbent.
We
Wow,
went
okay.
to Home Depot to get it.
Yeah.
One day.
Who was that? Brian? Was that his name? What was
Yeah,
his
dude,
name?
our Home Depot specialist, Brian.
The boy. The
we
fucking
went to Home
boy.
Depot like 4 times that day. And we
I'd
kept
give-
seeing Brian.
I'd give that man a foot massage.
That is so odd.
Yeah, but if you think about it, dude, that's the most selfless act you can do, dude. Think about Jesus.
There you go, man. Selflessness.
Think
That's
about Jesus.
Think about Jesus.
think about Jesus.
Just think about him.
Yeah. So live life to the fullest. I don't want to wake up and realize I haven't. That's one of my fears.
That's
Dude,
good.
live life to the fullest. Let's get you frosted tips.
Fuck no, dude. I'm not messing with that. I'm not like you,
Alright,
bro.
just purple hair. Let's
You're
get you
built
purple
different
hair.
with the hair, bro.
It could be purple
Like,
hair.
respect. I can't do that.
I saw a guy with bright purple hair today. It was kind of scary.
Bright purple.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Highlighter,
Huh.
neon, royal purple.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that guy. Yeah, I'm not. I don't judge people based on their appearance.
Yes, it does.
That is-
I don't do that.
I will say, I feel like that, while that is technically a fear, you put a sort of a positive twist on it, a little positive spin on it. Because now
Well, yeah,
it's
'cause-
caused you to live your life.
Now it's motivation.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Aren't
motivation.
all fears motivation? Like if you're
Oh,
afraid
I
of
was-
spiders, you're motivated to avoid them. It's the same.
I guess so.
Yeah,
it's
but this
different
one
type.
actually like changes how you live your life.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a different type of motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of avoidance, it's the, I don't know what the word would be, you striving to do better or
Yeah.
to do more.
No, makes sense. All right, Colin.
All right. When I was coming up with my list, similar to you, I don't really have any like primal fears, except for one, which is my number one. There's one thing that actually
Number
like,
one is primal.
It's like an actual like there's like probably one thing that I could think of. And I went through like this I looked up like this list of phobias from A to Z.
Oh really?
At the end of the podcast I took some screenshots. There's some crazy things that I didn't know existed. And I want to kind of like run through some of them and talk
I'm
about it 'cause
so
they're pretty
down.
funny. But
Like
there's
phobia.
yeah, like some wild like phobias.
Scary octopus.
If there's a thing that exists, there's a phobia of it.
I bet, dude. There's
but-
phobias of everything. I tried to look up a phobia for what I just said, and there wasn't one.
So yeah, I sort of
Cheese phobia.
I sort of just like went through the list and I was like looking through and I was like, are any of these things like something that like actually just like scares me? And it's
Yeah.
really just that one thing. The other two I would call more anxieties that I have in my life. So I'm gonna start number 3. I don't know if there's an actual like name for this, but it's like being ridiculed. That's my number 3.
Really?
And the main thing I
So you're more like anxious about it.
yeah, it's more of an anxiety. And it,
Anxiety's a fear.
more than anything, it's attributed to my work place where I work because my boss, he does not like constructive criticism at all. If you do something wrong, he's going to yell at you in your face and call you a fucking idiot and tell you you suck. Because for some reason he
What a
thinks that
great
makes you
guy.
better. So like literally every time I go into work and I see him there or he walks in while I'm working, I instantly am like on edge. Like every time. And I think actually that's like the truth for like everyone that works there.
So is this just coming from work, or does this happen other
No,
places?
it's just like in my whole life. Like I'm
You do
a
not.
huge fan of constructive criticism, and I just like I don't know, the idea of like someone just telling me I suck and that like like not having any sort of positivity to it, especially because I'm a very positive person. I don't like it at all, and it gives me anxiety. Like when I'm put into a situation where I could potentially be like ridiculed and like I'm trying to think of the word, just like brought down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, never brought up.
That's just like a
disparaged a little bit.
that's just like a big anxiety I have in my life. I think Hunter, a guy that I work with, listens to the podcast. He's actually one of my managers. I'm interested to hear what he thinks.
Yeah.
What I just said. Hopefully I don't get fired for saying what I said.
He's like an active.
That would be so
listener.
fucked if you got fired. Dude. So, like,
He's like an active listener.
Yeah, he told me
That's
he's been listening. So I'm interested to hear what he says, but yeah, that's just like one thing I've noticed. Other than that, I love working there. I like bartending a lot, but yeah, I don't really agree with the way that he deals with criticism personally.
Yeah, so when I played soccer, I played club soccer in middle school. We had this coach. He was fierce, man. He would never give you constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And he would cuss at you like on the field and like what the fuck are you doing, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And that was like a horrible time playing. I never had a fun time because I was always worried he was gonna yell at me on the field.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of
doesn't work.
Dude,
Yeah,
it does
I
not
agree.
work.
It does not work.
I think if you're a professional, you should be able to handle that stuff. But we're like
Exactly.
13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
If you're
wild.
supposed to be, if you've made it to the big leagues and proven yourself, then I guess the coach should be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't like that style either, personally.
Yeah.
Luckily, my bosses are very positive people, so I
Yeah.
don't have a problem working under them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
My boss for the football team was awesome. It was just that one place, but yeah.
There
That's
you
really
go.
all I got. Alex, what
I feel
do
that.
you got?
Mine isn't as much of like a life fear. My number 3 is vomiting.
What?
That's
I'm-
actually a really dude.
I
That's
hate
Is there a name for that?
vomiting,
Is there a
dude.
name for that?
If I ever feel nauseous, there probably is.
Man.
If I ever feel nauseous and I'm like, this happened to me last night. I like stood up out of my bed and I felt nauseous and I was like you get like kind of like a gripping feeling in your stomach when you're gonna throw up.
You just know.
I didn't throw up, but like I got that feeling, and then I got like really nervous that I was gonna throw up, and I did like a little like it kind of like came up to my throat, and then I kind of like yawned to throw up, like myself like vomiting off.
This happened recently?
Yeah, this was last night.
Oh, of
Oh my
course.
God.
I was just kind of nauseous.
Dang, man.
And I stood up and I was like, dude, this fucking frightens me, dude. I hate throwing up. It's not even that bad when it happens, but just like the notion of it is fucking scary.
That
It
actually-
does hurt my stomach
The
a lot.
relief you get after you're throwing up, I think like helps me deal with the fact that I have to throw up.
Just the pain in the moment is what scares me because I can't. I'm like anticipating it to happen, but it's not happening, and then I get frightened that it is going to happen.
Dude, I didn't even think
Dude,
about
it's
that.
like eating
I also
musical
get-
chairs.
I also get car sick really badly. I think. I mean, it's not like I've always been scared of vomiting. Something that's maybe pushed that to more of a heightened level was when I was younger. I used to go to Gulf Shores like every spring break with one of my friends named
Dude,
Evan.
yeah, every single spring.
Yeah, every time. No, I was in middle school at this point.
So of course.
Yeah.
You're drinking.
We were just pulling trig in middle school.
Oh, God.
No, we went out deep sea fishing, and this was like with some friends, like family friends of his, and it was with his dad too. We went deep sea fishing, and immediately once we got out there, like I started getting nauseous, and I just had to go to the front of the boat, and I was sitting there for a while, and then all of a sudden it hit me, and I was just over the side of the boat, like throwing up. My stomach was like in the worst pain of its life. And then I threw up so much and got so nauseous that I just passed out on the front of the boat. And then I woke up.
You got like
to,
dehydrated.
I woke up to like Evan checking in on me, and I was like, dude, like, we gotta go back. I can't be out here, dude. Trying to tell him to turn around. I can't fucking do this.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I'll see what I can do, but people are probably gonna stay. And I'm like, get me the fuck back. I'm dying out
It's like a
here.
terrible experience.
Yeah, that's probably what gave me like some throw up
That gave you-
trauma.
yeah,
and then I
dude.
like threw up again and passed the fuck out.
That's
and then
some crazy
I
trauma
woke
with
up.
throwing up, dude.
I woke up to like us on the way back though, luckily. So
You teleported.
I was looking at the land like salvation.
Dang.
Save
You pulled the
me.
teleportation glitch.
I did. Yeah, the time warp glitch.
Whenever you throw up and you like keep throwing up to the point where everything you've eaten the entire day is out of your system, everything you've drank other than the stuff that's digested is out of your system. You just feel you feel like shit. Like you
Yeah.
feel so bad.
You do, and the more you throw up in one sitting, the more intense it becomes.
Yeah, and
It
then
like
you start
has
dry
a
heaving.
compounding effect.
Start dry heaving. You're like, why is
Oh
nothing
yeah,
coming
and
out?
this seasickness throw up was a fucking bitch, dude.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
the
it was
thing.
like I
I've
was
never
getting
been
punched
seasick.
in the stomach by like an iron fist while having to throw up at the same time, and it felt like my stomach was gonna come out my throat.
Wow, dude.
I've
It was
never,
so
I've
bad.
never been out to like international waters on a boat before.
Yeah.
Like the most I've done is on a lake.
I gotta take
Yeah,
Dramamine. I didn't take it.
I don't get seasick, but my friend Brad does, and this one time I
Oh, Brad, we met Brad.
Yeah, you know Brad. We went on a vacation in high school in Key West, and we did a fishing charter, and there was a really bad storm
Oh,
while we were on the
God.
charter.
Oh, God.
We
Sounds like out of a
went
movie.
probably 45 minutes out past the island, like we were out there. We couldn't
Jesus
just turn
Christ.
back around. And like the boat was like, I'd say probably 75% of the boat got sick. That's how I know I don't get seasick, because that was probably
You were
the worst
chilling out
ocean
there?
conditions you could be in. Yeah, but my friend
He was
Brad,
like, "Oh, you just
My
having
my
fun."
friend
Woo!
Brad does get seasick, and he was like miserable. And the thing with that is, it's like you can't go anywhere. You're just constantly sick,
Yeah.
nonstop.
Colin, dude, I can just picture you like riding the waves like a roller
I mean, I was
coaster.
fishing. It was a fishing charter, so I was just out there with
Yeah,
my.
dude, you were
my-
having a good time.
Yeah,
my
you
line
can't
of
stop
the
the sickness. You can't just like jump off the
No,
boat.
you
and
can't.
be
You're just
fine.
trapped there.
Man.
Honestly, that was a great, not a great answer, like in terms of it being a good thing, but like vomiting is also something that gives me a lot of anxiety. That's like probably 3B for me. Now that you said that, I didn't even think about that, but that's up there for me
There's
too.
probably a name
Honestly,
for
man,
it.
I don't know if I'm scared of vomiting.
No, I'm not scared. It's like an anxiety for me. Like if I like start to feel kind of sick, I'm like, oh my god. Like,
Yeah, same with me. It's not like I'm thinking about it right now. Like I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm excited for the relief afterwards, though. Personally.
I don't know. Like I do not like pulling trig.
it's a med.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't know.
I've done it before because sometimes you just need to, but like I don't want to make myself throw up.
No, I never do that. If I have to throw up, I throw up. I don't make myself throw up.
It's called. Yeah, I don't know myself throw.
Why put more of that on yourself?
It's called
That sucks.
emetophobia.
I knew that it had to have been a real thing.
Oh, everything's got.
What is it? How do you spell it?
It's Emeto phobia. Emetophobia.
Emetophobia.
But it's an extreme fear of vomiting or seeing vomit, watching other people vomit, and then I guess it says or even feeling sick. So you could classify that under
Oh, yeah,
emetophobia.
without a doubt. You definitely could.
Just seeing. Imagine getting scared from just seeing vomit.
That's crazy.
You're like, ah!
Is it like just skiing vomit?
Yeah, that's what one of the points was.
How does that even happen, dude?
Just scared.
There's some people that vomit when they see other vomit. So maybe that's people that have those.
Yeah.
Have emetophobia.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like yawning, dude. It's like the
Y'all
law of
remember-
state transference.
Y'all remember the Office cold open where Pam is pregnant and she tells Dwight to stop eating like hard-boiled eggs inside the office
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
because it has like a certain smell that makes her throw up.
Uh-huh.
And so she starts throwing up, and then everyone else in the office starts throwing up one by one by one.
I don't remember this
Except
one.
for Creed. Creed's just like watching it all happen.
Of course he is.
But yeah, I guess that's kind of what that phobia is.
They all got emetophobia.
Yeah, like a lot of people throw up when they see other people throw up.
That's more like
I
the
know.
law of state transference,
Well,
which kind of says that like when you see someone acting one way, you're more inclined to kind of act that way, even if it's so subconscious.
and that applies
I feel like that's how
to the
yawning. I
digestive
feel like
system.
that's how yawning works. You know, you see someone yawn, and you're more.
Dude, yawning is
likely to yawn.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yawning
contagious.
is crazy. Let's have a whole episode about yawning.
Let's.
Let's.
Okay.
What's
well,
your silver medal? I'm gonna search a Bosch on the internet.
nothing's gonna come up.
Dude, Bosch on Urban Dictionary.
Ooh, what does it say?
Started being used in the late 90s, used by scallies, basically meaning cool or big time.
Whoa, hey, big time though.
Anything good happens, they say, ya Bosch! Is your new car any good? Ya Bosch!
Yeah, boy.
It's excitement and joy.
That's awesome.
You know, when you said Urban Dictionary, I was expecting a much more crude answer.
I was too. That would be really funny.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm gonna step a different direction with this next one. A little darker direction. You know what I'm saying? Anyone guess what my number 2 is?
Darker?
It's darker.
Death.
Yeah.
Hi.
I think there's gotta be a phobia for death. Can you look up what the phobia for death is?
Yeah, I will. Wait, side note, I found Boschman on Instagram. He's a home ed dad of 3 Bozies.
Bozies, is that like his? That's what he calls.
Bowezies.
He calls his kids that?
I don't
The
know.
Bozies.
Sounds like his dogs or something.
Bosch and the Bozies.
Bosch and the Bozies. I'm searching up fear of death. It's called thanatophobia.
Oh, thanatophobia. I've heard of that.
Thanatophobia.
All these phobias, you have to be like, you can't just claim you're a thanatophobic person, right? You have to like go to the doctor and they have to
Yeah.
declare you as one, right?
Imagine having dillophobia.
What is
I don't know. I feel like people are like self-proclaimed claustrophobics.
Yeah,
it's not something
yeah,
you go
yeah.
to the doctor
Yeah.
for.
Well, dude, fear of death, man. Like low key, I do not.
I'm gonna kill you right now.
That's fine. Like,
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But
just want to see you get scared.
I do not believe in an afterlife. In like the Old Testament, in Judaic scripture, there's no evidence that there's an afterlife. So half of the Jews believe in afterlife, half don't. It kind of depends. And I know like most Christians believe in an afterlife. We have 3 very non-religious people on this podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I don't believe in one either.
Yeah. So like
This is
I
a
don't.
secular podcast.
There's never been. Yeah, we are really secular, dude. Secular talks, man. We have secular talks.
Secular talks and sexual talks.
It's so hard to
With
picture.
dillophobia.
Dillophobia.
It's the fear of pickles.
Of course, I'm always scared of pickles. Pickle Rick coming at you. Woo!
He's got a
Morty, I turned myself into a pickle, Morty.
Morty, I turned myself into a leg,
That's
Morty.
the new one. Yeah, the leg, Morty.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
that was gonna be badass. He's gonna go around like
Did y'all like
hopping
the,
on one leg and kicking.
Did y'all
people.
like the trailer? Did y'all feel satisfied with the voices?
Looks like this
Yeah.
season's gonna get pretty zany based
Yeah.
on the footage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Besides from the
went
very
in
end of it.
totally different directions. That trailer, like
Yeah.
like
Besides from the
crazy.
very end of it, where Rick was like, "It's a new season, Morty. Yeah, we're back, Morty." He just did not sound like Rick at all in the last
Yeah.
part.
He doesn't sometimes. That's
The
what
rest of it
think-
sounded pretty
Do you
accurate.
guys think it's AI?
No.
They haven't revealed the voice actors.
No.
Dude, no way they use AI for that.
It's gonna be like voices by ChatGPT.
I don't think it is either, but some
No
people are
way.
theorizing.
Nah, I
it
think
is.
I don't think
they
it
just
will
don't
be.
want to kill the hype yet.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
They could take the person's voice and then kind of like subtly auto tune it. If
Yeah.
that makes sense, but
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah.
I think that as long as the humor and the plot holds up very well, I won't be too like distracted by the voices.
There's a chance that if the show continues and like is as successful as it was, they could end up having these voice actors on for longer than Justin Roiland was on the show. They already renewed it for like 3 more seasons.
It gets.
Really?
I feel like the
So,
show gets
yeah.
more popular with as many seasons that it has.
Oh, probably.
Because
Yeah.
when I started watching it in
I feel like this
seventh
will
grade,
be.
there was only a select few of my friends that actually liked the show.
Yeah. Oh, I bet this premiere is gonna be its most watched episode, mainly because of the new voice actors.
Yeah.
But I bet so many
Yeah.
people will tune in.
Dude,
and
we
watch
If
got-
it.
it's done well,
we
then,
gotta have
then
a-
it'll keep its growth. I think.
Yeah.
What time is it? Like 9 o'clock that day?
11.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on it's on
11.
Adult Swim.
Lock it in. We're
Yeah,
gonna be right here.
we're
on that
live.
couch,
October
right there.
15th at 11 p.m.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
to 1462 East Broad Street.
Oh god. It's gonna be like my dream.
Rager!
It's gonna be like my dream with just a rave happening.
Rick and Morty Rager.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What was I talking? We were talking about
They're
death.
dead. I don't know how
Classic
we got
Rick and
to,
Morty
how we
talk.
got to Rick and Morty, but
Dude, Rick and Morty's, dude. If I could read you the Comfort Show episode, or yeah, I'd put that like number 1 now. Like it's trend. I've watched
Rick,
it so
Rick,
much
Rick,
recently.
Rick and Morty.
But yeah, dude, fear of death. Like, there's never been a scientific explanation for an afterlife because scientists are against it because you can't prove an afterlife because when you die, and there's no evidence of an afterlife of someone that's dead. Like people are killed, and they get lucky sometimes. Their heart stops beating, and then they're revived, and they go like 10 seconds dead, and then they come back to life because their heart starts working again. But the people that die and come back to life, they're just like, whoa, hey, thanks for saving me, guys. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, this hospital's great. They're not like, oh my god, dude, I just saw Jesus Christ himself and he was welcoming me into the gates of heaven, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, your life's not over yet. You got to go finish off your life." And
you pushed her off the cloud platform back down to the human, back to the human world.
That just doesn't happen, man. It doesn't happen, and like
he gave you a little toe suckling before you left, though.
So like normally I'm okay with the logic of death. Like everyone has to die. You know, like it's whatever. You can't live forever. But the actual meaning behind death, where you're gone. And yeah, you'll live on in the lives of your relatives, the lives of your children, the lives of your grandchildren, your loved ones. But the actual, like the semantics behind it, it's something that I'm not really okay with, I guess. And I get very anxious when I'm watching certain movies, particularly like war movies that have a lot of death, and just thinking about like the families of those loved ones. And I start to get like super thanatophobic, I guess, because I'm like, oh my god, like this is gonna be me in like 50, 60, 70, 80 years, depending on how long I live.
Yeah, you're gonna recreate Saving Private Ryan, still in the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah, dude, that movie's crazy. But yeah, just really when I watch movies, I get reminded of death, and I try not to think about death, but movies and like entertainment media, just a lot of it has death, like in a lot of the plots of the movies, a lot of the like things we watch.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just a part of our daily life at this point. And I mean, I go to funerals also like are very sad. And yeah, just all of that. It's just I get very anxious. I guess I do get kind of scared. So yeah. Fear of death, man. It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
But
it's a good trait to have. I think it's a rare trait, honestly, in today's society.
Really?
Yeah.
With like the news and like I guess you're saying like movies, so many people have become so sensitized to death.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, dude, some people just drive so recklessly they don't give a fuck about their life. It's like, fuck are you doing, dude?
Or even
carelessness with their lives. Yeah.
Seeing other people die too.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Dude, let's move on. Let's move on.
He's getting scared.
Listen to me.
I feel like your first two sort of go hand in hand too. You know, the fear of death and the fear
I told you all three of mine are life related, so all three are gonna go hand in hand.
Living life to the fullest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, for my number two, the way I came up with this one, I was sort of like thinking about the scariest movies I've ever seen. I'm like, what scares me about them? Like what scenes and like what moments have like made me scared? And I came up with Being Watched without knowing.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is sort of not just a thing. Like it's
has this happened to you before?
Well, no, but I do like in movies. That's like what scares me. But like in real life, I do sort of have an anxiety of like being in public. Not like I'm fine like public speaking. I have no problem with like people like watching me like while I do something in public. It's more just like the idea that like someone's watching me and I don't know that they're watching me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what kind of like gets me anxious. And then in movies it's like the scenes where like in Hereditary where the mom is on the ceiling and the son doesn't know and it's like, oh my god, she's fucking staring at me.
Yeah, it's very common in a lot of the horror
And this one scene from the movie Smile.
Smile.
That movie like was like pretty freaky, and there was like one scene.
The one where she's in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's like a scene where like the camera is like right behind her head,
and she's on the laptop.
She's like on the laptop, and it says "turn around," and then like it doesn't show you what she's turning around to, and she just slowly turns, and I was like covering my eyes because I was like, oh my god, this could be anything. Or like the movie It Follows.
Yeah, that
like the whole idea that it's like at the end of the movie you don't know if they've actually escaped or not because there's someone walking like a block behind them. It's like, is that the thing? Is it still following them or is it just a person walking? You don't know.
I think I've seen that
so
movie.
scary.
Oh, what? Oh, it's so scary.
When did it come out?
You would love that movie.
You would, dude.
Movie.
Oh, that movie scared the shit
I
out
don't
of
get
me.
scared easily, and I was
When
scared.
did that come
I was
out?
scared
Like
from that one.
2015, 2014.
It's on
Yeah, we
Netflix.
showed it to Charlie, and Charlie like pissed his pants. He was so scared.
It was so bad. I was so scared too. Dude.
Oh, great movie.
I was
That
like
movie
looking,
really
looking
taps
behind my back after
Yeah.
the movie just
That-
to make sure no one was following
That
me.
movie literally taps into that paranoia.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I guess that's sort of it. Yeah, like anything that
scary.
is gonna scare me in horror.
Don't
it's
leave your
gonna be
window
stuff
open.
like that.
People are gonna be watching you.
Dude, yeah, it's like, I don't like it, man.
See, stuff
I don't
like
like it.
that.
I like my own personal. I like being to myself and having my own personal space.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that, like all the tactics that scary movie directors employ on these movies. Yeah, they scare me, but I don't understand why I get scared. Cause like none of that, I'm not scared of any of that stuff.
It's a combination
What?
of a lot of things.
Like
music
obviously
is
the
a
music,
big thing.
because scary movies. I think the entire movie is there's music going on, like the
Yeah.
whole time.
I mean, it also has to do with
Except
like the way
Texas
it's
Chainsaw
shot
Massacre.
too.
There's no music in that movie.
Music was that movie was good, dude.
That movie was
I
good.
didn't like it for that exact reason. It's just like completely silent, and then it's just like a dude screaming and running, and that's like the whole
It
movie.
was a
You
girl.
don't need the
A
music.
girl screaming.
It's just like It's
Leather-
like, I don't know. That's just
classic
it.
leather
I watched
face.
it with my friends in high school.
Leather face,
We were
yeah.
all just like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this is."
I didn't, dude. Every
I
time the
like
girl
it.
would let out a screeching scream, I'm like, "What are you doing? You have to hide from him. You're just telling him where you are." I like
know.
screaming
I know.
top of your lungs.
It was crazy. I like the end scene where he's just like dancing around with the chainsaw.
He wasn't doing. Yeah, he was just like, he was just chilling.
He was
vibing.
loving it.
Like when I watched, I guess the scariest movie in recent times I've watched was probably The Exorcist, like the original Exorcist.
I didn't think that movie was that scary,
I was
dude.
very scared, dude. And I mean, it might have just been like the acting performances that happened, but like, cause I don't believe in any of that stuff, like
Mhm.
exorcisms, blah 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 blah. I don't care. I'm gonna go see the new Exorcist movie, and I'm excited for it because it looks good.
Well, the two little girls.
Yeah, two Exorcists.
I haven't seen the
dude.
first Exorcist. So.
I don't think you need to, personally.
I want to though.
Yeah, dude, it's a good movie. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But
It's
like
alright.
going to bed that night, like I was scared for no reason. There's no reason.
You're
To
gonna
be,
get exercise.
there's not gonna be a demonic child that runs into my room at like 1 in the morning.
But could be.
When I was
No, there's
when
not.
I was like
There's not.
5 years old, my dad showed me the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Big mistake to show a 5-year-old that movie. He thought that my parents showed me like rated R movies when I was like very young. I watched The Matrix when I was like in kindergarten.
Okay, but
I
The
was like,
Matrix
this
is
movie's
like-
awesome.
The Matrix
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah, it is rated R though.
I don't know why.
But Nightmare on Elm Street, like every night after that, I had to like go into my parents' like master bedroom bathroom to brush my teeth, and like I would be upstairs in the dark and I would sprint because I was like Freddy Krueger's gonna get me if I don't get to the bathroom in time. And then I watched the movie again. I was like, damn, this movie sucks ass. This is just not a scary movie.
I haven't seen them right now.
I've seen the original. It's just like a solid horror movie. I actually just watched the original Friday the 13th with Charlie and Kevin, and pretty scary.
Yeah.
Really?
There were a couple scenes that actually scared me like a good bit.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch that still.
I don't think anything's gonna come close to the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
my
excited
God.
for that movie.
When-
There's
when,
so many good movies coming out, man.
When
There's so many good movies.
Springtrap shows
Yeah.
up,
Oh
when the
my
purple guy
God.
shows up.
When Chica comes, I'm gonna be like kind of down bad. Chica.
Who's the main actor in that movie again?
Oh, it's the
Peter
guy.
Lamar.
Yeah, it's the guy from Hunger Games.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
I don't
right.
know his real name.
Yeah, you don't need to. He's not been anything
He's
relevant
Peter.
since now.
We're gonna know him by
He's
whatever.
Five Nights at
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
This is his comeback
We're
story.
gonna know him by whatever his name in the movie is.
Yeah, the telephone guy.
Yeah.
Telephone boy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
man.
see.
All right, Alex. What's your number 2?
Oh my God, we just finished You.
My number 2 is Herobrine. No. No. I was actually really scared of Herobrine when I was younger.
Oh,
though.
dude, yeah, he freaked me out too.
My parents have this bathroom, and like at the very top of the bathroom, above the bath, is this half circle window, and every time I look up there, I thought I'd see Herobrine's eyes watching me. I would like run past that window.
So what's the story behind like the hero Brian Steve? Like, how did he originate?
It was just like a joke where Herobrine became like a concept, and there were so many videos out there of people trying to summon him.
Yeah.
And then Minecraft makers in patch notes put like added Herobrine.
Oh, did they actually?
No, they didn't. Or like,
Oh.
they put removed Herobrine.
Oh.
Multiple patch notes.
That's awesome.
That's
Uh,
funny.
My real number 2 though is actually like open, dark, like creepy space, almost like the back rooms.
So like,
Oh, like liminal space.
yeah.
okay.
It's like
No, so you're not scared of the
I would
dark all
say
the time?
I'll give you an example. It's not like just like the back rooms. Like if I'm at my parents' house in Marietta, it's a 3-story house. We've got some good space in the house. If I'm there alone and it's like nighttime, and especially if I'm like coming into the home and it's nighttime and all the lights are off, dude, I'm like running to find a light switch because I'm scared. I'm like looking around corners. One of these doors could have been open. There could be someone in my house right now. Like
Checking all the
right,
locks.
and there's so much space. I can't see what's where, or who's in this house.
Yeah.
And it frightens
That was
me.
probably,
Yeah,
that was
no,
me
I
as a
get that.
kid. That was definitely me as a kid. I was definitely scared of the dark as a
Yeah,
kid.
that was me when I was like a little
It's-
baby boy.
You
Yeah,
remember
like,
this?
you were like,
You remember this?
This is
It's like
this
this little kid.
is you,
I'm
Colin.
kidding.
Colin, this was you.
Hey, there you go. I remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean though. There are certain points, yeah. If you're in like a dark, open space and you just don't know what's in there, it's freaky.
It is. I'm like checking the corners.
Yeah. Peeking.
Sometimes.
You're doing rainbow flicks. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I think I've done it once here where I was like upstairs in my bathroom, all the lights were off when I
You've done
came
it
back.
here?
Yeah, I came back, all the lights were off, and I like went upstairs, and I don't know if I like heard a sound or something, but I like went into my bathroom and was like peeking around the corners when I came in, and then I like went into my closet, and just to like fully secure that no one was there, my closet door opens up and then like pushes against the wall, and there's like a little space behind it. I like opened the door and looked behind it, and I thought there maybe could be someone back there.
dude, you were fucking paranoid.
Yeah, I get
Like back
paranoid.
when we were living in the house and like I was like Farrar was like asleep because he had to get up at like 5 a.m. and I would be like the last one awake on the first floor. I would turn off all the lights and like dude, just like the band room door being open in the dark and like the whole first floor having all the
Yeah.
lights on. I was like,
Yeah, that
I want to
was
get to my
scary.
room right
Dude,
now.
speaking of the house,
It's just
Especially
got
'cause
that
people
red
actually
light. There's
fucking-
that red light too.
Yeah, especially because people actually do fucking break into
That's
our
what I'm saying.
house.
Speaking of the house,
Someone
dude.
could be there.
like this year, we're not in the house anymore, but like apparently this year there's been multiple instances of random ass people walking into the house.
Yeah, because like they
People
just
leave the
leave the
door
doors open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
They think the door's closed when you shut them, and they do not. You got fully
What
closed.
they're
them.
Yeah.
doing is, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're like shutting
Especially
it
the front door.
partly so they don't have to input the code. That's why they did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the front door. If you like close it, it'll just like bounce off.
Yeah, the front door is like you gotta really shut it.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Yeah,
it'll
apparently
shut.
there was one night at the house. I think this was at Chapter. Someone mentioned at Chapter. It might have been just like James and Murphy telling me, but this random black guy walks into our house like to the 3rd floor and starts like walking into rooms. And he's like, "Have you
Yeah.
seen? Have you seen my girlfriend?
What the
Have you
fuck?
seen my girlfriend?" I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, we don't know you. Like,
Yeah.
why would your girlfriend be in here?
Have you seen his girlfriend though?
Dude, I don't know, man. I wasn't there. I could have seen her, maybe. But like,
Maybe.
that's so weird. Like the fact that you actually could have people walking into the house that you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminded me of just when I was in Atlanta this past weekend for the Overwatch tournament I was in. There was this homeless guy that came up to us and like my team while we were standing in a group, and he goes, "Can you guys we aren't from here. We aren't from Mother Earth. Can you guys spare me a quarter so I can get some shelter? We aren't from Mother Earth." I was like,
Are they
"What?"
gods?
I was like, what is he talking about?
Is it God in
He
disguise?
just kept going too. Be like, yeah, we aren't from here. We're not from this planet.
What?
Mother Earth is in
Dude,
danger.
wasn't
We
Did
aren't
you
from
spare him
here."
shelter? He's not.
Yeah, he's not from here. He's
What
just
drug
some
was
shelter.
So what drug/drugs was he on?
Multiple
Good
things
question.
probably.
That's
Dude, I was
probably.
walking back from class and like a UGA student walked by me and he just went like, "Afternoon, soldier," and then I heard him say the same thing to the person like walking behind me. And I was like, "What is going on in that guy's life?"
He just came back from the war.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
beats everyone as soldiers.
Something was happening.
Ah,
In that guy's life.
Ah,
I
yeah.
was like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah, Alex,
Dude,
how was your? Did you win any moolah?
Nah,
Overwatch?
we lost. We lost. We were number 1 seed. We got a bye, and then we got not destroyed, but we lost to the team that played us.
The only game.
They got nice and warm. Yeah.
Was
we
it
didn't have any time to
single-
warm up.
Was it single elimination?
Yeah. I
So
wish
you
we
played
did
one
well.
match?
Yeah.
That's
Dang.
stupid.
Yeah. I wish there was a losers bracket. We didn't have enough time to warm up. We were also like trying some things which
So
we
how
probably
long was
shouldn't
this-
have. It was just all over the place, but we haven't played for very long. So
How long was this tournament? Like
We were there for like 3 hours, but it went all day.
Was this like people at UGA or like people you just play with online, like casually?
No, this was my UGA team,
Okay.
and then all the other teams were from out of the state. One was from Florida, 2 were from Mississippi, 1 was KSU. They actually won KSU.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was
That's
such a
that's
quick
home court
tournament
advantage.
too.
So
with
which team did you
with
all
our
lose to?
bye, it put us immediately in the semifinals.
Really?
And then if we won that match and the finals, we would have won 20 grand.
20 grand?
Yeah.
Like that y'all get to keep?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Holy shit! So you would have split it like 5 ways?
6 ways because we have a sub, so I probably would have made like $3,500
Damn,
bucks.
dude, the sub
Oh
getting
my
paid.
God.
The sub's getting paid.
This was we played at GSU in their convocation center.
Let me see.
This is
That's
where we
sick.
played. It was on their basketball courts, and then like
What
in the
the
very front,
hell?
in the very front they have like all those PCs up there.
Dude,
That's
that's
so
a
sick.
legit setup right there.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like
so
actual
awesome. It was
esports.
a great experience.
That's really cool.
It was
So
awesome.
you were there for 3 hours, but you didn't warm up. What happened?
No, because they had like some extra PCs, but they were awful. Like you couldn't even play on them; they were just laggy. And then the competition PCs were being used for like people competing.
That's
Dang,
stupid.
man.
But it's all right. It was fun.
It's okay.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool
Did you have like a
experience.
hotel paid for? Or
Yeah, we got a free hotel.
How'd that work?
Our Overwatch coordinator bought the hotel rooms, and then she just sent the organizers of the event like the receipts and got
Dude,
reimbursed.
I'm trying to grow up and be an Overwatch coordinator. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just to move around.
Just move around, watch people game, set up the hotels.
Yeah, it was
Should
pretty
be
fun.
fun.
It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you,
All right, Josh, what?
oh, you already gave yours.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's
number
not
Yours
one.
was darkness,
Just
Dark
like
small spaces.
yeah,
Big spaces.
spaces were kind of like open spaces. Something where someone might be lurking and ready to.
My
lurch.
number one is something I think about probably every hour of every day.
Wow. Every waking moment.
Can y'all guess what it is? I've talked with y'all about it like multiple times.
multiple times.
Like probably like 20, 30 times each.
Oh man.
Not like directly
I need a hint.
referencing it, but like talking.
Top 4 answers on the board. I need a hint.
We're playing Family Feud right now.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna just say it, bro. My number one fear is financial instability.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense.
that's a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah, so, dude, I don't know how to, like, say it, but pretty much, probably 80% of my decisions are made through financial reasons.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never been too splashed with cash in my life, so it's like, I kind of have to budget where I can. I've also, like, been thinking about my future, and, you know, like, getting a job isn't as easy now with the market and everything. And yeah, just the idea that I won't have enough money to support 2 to 3 children, that's ideally what I want. My wife, my kids, it's like honestly frightens me. Just like, cause like homelessness is not that far from, like you can mess up once and be homeless. Like it's something that can easily happen. I've met people that are normal people that ended up losing their home, and they're not like weirdo druggies, you know?
Yeah.
So
A
yeah,
lot
just
of veterans.
yeah, and veterans, but yeah, just like the idea that I, like basically I failed, really, like I failed at life, and I want to have the financial freedom
Today's life.
to go places. Like I want to travel. That's my number 3 fear, is not living life to the fullest. Like I want to be able to like go to fucking Japan, go to Thailand, go to Africa. I want to go to South Africa, Zimbabwe. Like I want to go to all these places.
South Africa, Elon Musk's birth town.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to go to Zimbabwe, low key.
Zimbabwe.
Morocco, Egypt. I'm trying to go back to Israel. Dude, I got so many places I'm trying to go, but I can't go there if I'm not financially stable. So financial instability basically is something that goes through my mind every day at least. Probably once every 5 hours. I'm always thinking about my bank account. Always thinking about my what I got to pay off. It's probably not healthy, but it's just kind of like
You're
It's
always,
important,
you're always
though.
in the know.
it's important. It's just something I've framed my decisions around.
Yeah.
And it may not be the healthiest way to live life, but it's probably the safest way to live life. So, yeah, financial
And I
stability.
mean, hey, your other one is living life to the fullest, so it seems like
Exactly.
you're kind of on top of your shit.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I'm trying my best. I'll be there in a few years. I'm trying to go skydiving, dude. Gotta go skydiving.
Hey, let me go with you.
Oh,
Let me go with
dude, that's
you.
like bucket list for me.
Like
as well.
I think
you want
I've.
skydiving, but it's okay.
Honestly,
You're
man,
gonna go tandem skydiving. There's gonna be someone behind you.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get some backsplash.
if we could do it during football season, that would be awesome because this is like the most money I've been making my whole life.
Yeah.
this past few months. So
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I bet like game nights.
Oh yeah.
Probably make a lot.
Yeah.
Cash
But
money.
yeah, I think I wrote down in my notes that I want to go skydiving within the next 3 years. So
I'm down, man. Before we all leave college, we should.
well, I mean,
You're gonna be here though, right?
ideally I'll be here. I don't know yet. Depends on if I get into the program, master's program or not. But yeah, hopefully. Dude, before we all leave here, we have to
You're the
skydive.
fucking guy. You're Bosch man.
I'm Bosch, man. What was Bosch again? Like something awesome?
Yeah, it was like incredibly cool.
Yeah, dude.
Top
it's awesome.
top guy.
I'm trying to become
Yeah, Bosch.
top Bosch.
Top Bosch.
Top Benz.
Top bins. But yeah.
Oh, dude. After you said that, mine's gonna sound so dumb.
Why?
Because it's like the only thing I'm scared of. Actually,
Tridecaphobia.
it does not actually like run my mind. It's just like if I were to encounter this thing in the wild, I would probably cower in fear. I have encountered them before, but
A
like,
giraffe?
like the ones
Wait,
that I
can we
actually
guess?
think
Can
of.
we guess what it is?
Yeah, you can probably guess.
What biome does it live in?
Desert.
Desert?
Yeah, desert mostly.
Did you say tarantula hawk?
Is it like a
Yeah.
scorpion?
Snakes.
Okay.
I hate snakes.
Snakes aren't just in the desert. I was not going snake.
When
direction.
when I gained my fear of snakes, it was when I went to Arizona and there were rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah.
And like, dude,
Mm.
dude, there's so many things that contribute to my fear of them. I used to be afraid of spiders, and then I was like, spiders are small. You
Dude,
just
you're
stomp
actually
on
afraid of snakes?
them. Snakes. The thing for me that I've kind of realized, it's like if you encounter a big snake, like most animals are like wide, and you can like kind of like you can like get them or like stab them or like shoot them. But if a snake is coming at you, it just like it's so like fucking oddly shaped and it's so quick it can just pounce on you and you're fucked. You get bit by a snake, the venom's gonna hit you, and then especially if you're out in the wild, you can't get to a hospital in time, you're dead. Paralyzed, dead. Or a boa constrictor, choke you to death, you're dead. Dude,
that's anything.
man.
and like
Shark-
there have been times where like
Find the boa.
like we've had like garden snakes like around our house at home, and it's like those don't really like scare me that much. Like they make me uncomfortable. Like the whole way they like slither and just like I don't know. I don't like that, but like the idea of like being in the wild and like a fucking king cobra is like in the vicinity of you and it can just sneak up on you because it's like so like sneaky and just like fucking bite you and you're dead. I do not like that at all, and that's the only animal on this earth that scares me like that.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Are king
Why
cobras
is that?
poisonous?
Why do you think that is? Like you're not scared of
All
sharks
the reasons that I just described.
Yeah, but like
Sharks are like big and like also there's the chances of you getting attacked by a
it's
shark
super low.
are like insanely low.
Yeah.
And there's ways to avoid that, but like if you're just like going out on a hike
Hey.
somewhere, in nature, like when we were in Arizona, like there was a warning for like rattlesnakes. Like there could have been one there. I just
So you were paranoid as hell.
Well, I wasn't afraid of snakes until that trip, and then I started to like realize it. I was like, man, what if we were just hiking and a snake just came at us?
Just so you're
like
not
that.
scared of king cobras, I'm reading here that in a single bite they can deliver 0.2 of a fluid ounce of venom, which is enough to kill 20 people or an elephant.
That's not that bad.
In one bite.
One bite can kill 20 people.
Yeah,
man.
but most snakes are more defensive than
That is
aggressive.
also true. It's
So like
just
if you don't actively
it's a
bother
fear.
them-
It's a
Oh my
like
God.
it's like it's not
This
like
is crazy. They're
like I
venom.
said, it does not run my mind at all. It's just if I were to like it be in
But it's
like,
like
in
your
the
top
wild.
fear.
Yeah, if I were to be in a wild and see it, like I would be scared.
This
You
is
want to see a
crazy.
picture of me
Dude.
with a snake? Woo!
Let's see. Bosch with the
That's
snake.
the other thing. If a snake is like under captivity and it's been like it's being handled by like a professional, I'm willing to hold the snake.
You just gotta remember, Red,
It's just
Red,
how cute he
Red
is.
is dead.
Look at the
Wild
snake. For
snakes.
the people on YouTube, look how cute that guy is.
Well, there's non-poison venomous snakes.
yeah, no, this
Yeah.
isn't a venomous snake.
Yeah,
This one, King Cobra sounds so scary, dude. This says King Cobra venom affects the respiratory centers in the brain, causing respiratory arrest
Look,
and
she's
cardiac
scared of
failure.
Yeah, dude,
You just
you're
can't
fucked.
breathe.
There's a lot of different types of snakes that
No,
you
no.
get.
Or you
get
can
attacked by
breathe,
them,
but your
yeah.
brain won't let you. Because you just can't like.
Y'all want to
you can't
know a
fire
fun
the nerves.
fact? You want to know a fun fact? My sister had a pet snake.
Really?
Yeah, it was a corn snake, so not harmful.
Imagine when that
Not
escaped.
harmful.
It starts roaming in your house.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, sad story. The snake escaped and then he never came back.
Inside the house, they sneak out the doors.
Yeah, like went out. I think the window was open or something.
Oh man, what's his name?
I don't remember. Dude.
Bojangles?
This was like 9-10 years ago.
Bojangles crispy fried chicken
Yeah,
sandwich.
something like that. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
But-
man. Wild snakes. That's
Yeah.
my fear. Like
Just
I said, if
remember,
it's being
Red's
handled
dead.
by a professional, that's like fine because it's like that. I know that thing's not actually gonna hurt me, but like something that's just out there.
Mm-hmm. One of them wild motherfuckers.
You've seen those? Have you seen those like TikTok, YouTube Short, Instagram Reel videos where it's like they're saving like king cobra snakes from the wild or something because they're like
Really?
endangered,
Huh.
and so
Kill
like
those
they're like
fuckers.
handling them. It's like professionals
Do
handling.
they
the
actually
snakes.
do something to like help the environment?
I don't
They
know.
probably just kill a little pest.
Yeah, I probably kill like rats and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but snakes are like being hunted by
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
so that's probably a reason.
yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, dude, the way they handle these like super dangerous snakes is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I
Mm.
could never do that.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that? This is so off topic. There's this one guy on YouTube who like his whole personality is that he like is in the Everglades all the time.
Oh, I see
I
that
think I've seen
guy. I see
that
that
guy.
guy on
So
TikTok.
he sends
yeah.
he always takes videos of him with like alligators.
Yeah.
He's like, dude,
It's like, oh, look at this fella
look at this
here.
little guy.
It's like a massive gator like at his feet. Like, oh, look at this guy. Isn't he cute?
He's so nice.
And he starts like alligator starts like running up to him. He's like, oh, stop right there.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
Yeah. He's like
awesome.
holding a poisonous dart frog too. He's like, look at this little guy. Isn't he cute?
All the comments on all his videos are so funny. It's always like, whenever he returns, the gators are scared of him. It's like opposite.
I saw one that's like, eventually we're just gonna not see his videos being uploaded anymore. We're gonna know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That guy cracks me up, bro.
Yeah, he's
Cracks
funny.
me up.
So
Yeah,
like-
Colin, that was a dude. That was
That was
unexpected.
scary.
Like I said,
Yeah.
that's the only actual thing I'm afraid of. I feel like that I can think of off the top of my head. Everything else is like anxieties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess all mine are anxieties.
Who's that
I'm afraid of
Australian
death.
guy that was a big wilderness person?
Oh, Steve Irwin.
Steve.
He got killed by a stingray.
That's right.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Dude,
Alright,
I got
Steve.
stung by a stingray. It hurt like shit. Did
Why
I?
you got
Man,
stung?
When'd you
by
get
it?
stung
It
by a
was
stingray?
it was like a baby stingray. I went to Edisto.
Oh, so did not have like a barb? Because that shit's gonna be inside of you if you get
Oh
stung by
no,
it.
dude! Yeah, it like scraped my ankle pretty
Dang,
bad.
dude.
Sometimes they like dislodge their barb.
No, there wasn't a barb inside, but it was
Shrimp on the
Edisto
Barbie.
trip 2 years ago, beach trip 2 years ago, and it's basically like you get electrocuted. That's what it feels like. And I've never been electrocuted, but that's like a sizable comparison.
You ever been stung by a jellyfish?
Yeah, it's like so easy.
Yeah.
You just
know,
gotta piss on
when
it.
I got stung, I didn't even know I had been stung until like
Because of
30
the
minutes
adrenaline.
later.
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
it's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been stung by a jellyfish almost every year I go to the beach.
Dang.
But dude, the stingray was crazy. It hurt for like 3 to 4 hours after.
Look at that shit.
That's-
Of just like an
Look at
electrifying
that
pain.
shit.
I like looking at
Yeah.
stingrays from the bottom when they got their like mouths. And they're all flat.
They have little beaks.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Yeah, but I knew it was
Like
a
stomping on
stingray. Dude,
them.
I knew it was a stingray instantly. Jellyfish do not hurt like that.
No, they don't. It's sort of jellyfish. It's just like an irritation. More than
Yeah,
anything.
it was like a.
Unless it's a bad jellyfish.
It was a. I was like writhing in pain. Like, that was. It was so bad,
That's
dude.
freaky.
You have piss on it.
That didn't work, man. It did not
Try.
work.
All right, Alex, your number one fear.
Number one.
Last drum roll.
Number one.
Tell 'em, dude.
My number one is the. I want to say nuclear holocaust, but it's not. It's the fear of like ultimate failure.
Just kind of like mine.
Kind of like yours, yeah. Like I don't care. I
Dude, I
failure.
knew that was your number one fear, bro. The way you conduct yourself every day.
Yeah.
That's totally your number one fear.
Well, the thing is, I'm not scared of failure in itself because failure is like vital for success. You can't really succeed without failing. But the fear of just ultimate failure, where like everything goes wrong, everything goes to shambles, and you can't really like,
Revive it.
yeah, you can't really do much to repair it. Whether that's like financial failure, like interpersonal failure, professional failure, whatever it is, just ultimate failure in like some realm
So does ultimate
is
failure,
scary.
does that encompass all of them or just one specific realm?
I'd say more so all of them, but it can be. I mean, some realms are bigger than others. Like financial failure is a pretty big one, just because you kind of need money to live. Interpersonal failure, like being just like socially outcast or something like that. That's scary.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
What was the other one I just mentioned?
Job, professional.
Oh yeah, professional failure. Just being out of work, denied from everywhere. You kind of just live at home or on the streets.
Dude, it's just so disheartening.
That's scary.
It's you're like it just.
Especially if you put an effort to it.
Yeah, that's what hurts the most when you put in all this work, all this dedication, and you just get negative feedback everywhere you go. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
It can be very disheartening.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much negative feedback. It would just be like
you get.
I don't know. If physical failure.
Yeah.
If it's like tangible, I'd say other people's words don't matter as much to me as like, oh, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It's like if I know what I'm doing is right, then I'm okay.
Right. So that like inside your entire body, like in your brain that you have failed. That's what failure is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of other people trying to implant that.
I think
that
that's very
in you.
similar to my number 1 and my number 3.
Yeah, I'd say so. When you were saying your number 1, I was like, that sounds like mine.
Yeah. Mine's
Just
really
financial side.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of like interpersonal, like I'm a pretty social guy. It's like I'm not like scared of that per se. But dude, financial, man, that's the killer. That's the killer.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I don't really have much to elaborate on it. That's just kind of what it is.
Yeah, no.
That is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's not a top bosh. Not top bosh.
That's a bottom bosh.
Bottom bosh.
Bottom bosh.
Can you have a bottom
I
bosh?
don't think so, because it means cool. I don't think it's
Yeah, it's a
bottom cool thing.
bottom cool. Bottom of the cool list.
Bottom of the coolest. Wouldn't the bottom of the coolest still be above?
It'd
the
still be
negative
cool, right?
list?
It'd still be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd still be cool.
What's the antithesis of cool?
Look up what the antithesis of bosh is
Alright, I'm gonna search it
on
up.
Urban Dictionary.
Opposite of bosh.
Do you guys want to run through some of the
Oh yeah, dude.
fears?
I was
Yeah, I was
gonna ask
about
you
to
about
say,
that
yeah.
earlier.
I got a few that I have here.
I think it's about time I cracked this open.
Go for it.
What?
No, I can open a cold one.
I got my lemon lime Celsius.
First
today.
Yeah.
one that I really like.
15% alcohol per volume.
Shut up.
I used to think Celsius had alcohol.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought they were a seltzer.
They do look like one.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like a White Claw.
Who's to say it isn't? I may have.
It is a power
I
potion.
may have done something
Power
to it.
I can't find the opposite of bosh.
I don't think it exists.
Who's? I'm trying to say Bosch backwards.
It's.
It would be,
It would be
yeah.
hus.
A swab.
Yeah, swab.
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 The H would probably be silent.
Swab sounds like it's terrible,
Swab.
dude. Say swab. You don't want to say that again. Swab.
Swab.
Sounds depressing.
You don't want to be a swab.
Bo.
Nobody wants
Wait,
to
I'm
be
trying. I'm gonna put it
But
together.
can we start having
Put it
our own
together
merch?
here.
We have our own merch and it says be a Bosch, not a swab.
That would sell like crazy.
Well,
Just like the I Am
It would
Canuff
sell by
hoodies.
us 3 and maybe our parents.
Dude, we gotta record a podcast with the I Am Canuff hoodies on.
We do.
Dude, I
We
don't
do.
have one, man.
Get one,
I
man.
borrowed Charlie's.
Yes.
Get your Charlie
Buy
get
one.
one.
I didn't like the color scheme.
Rainbow, it's every color.
Exactly, I don't look good.
Dude, I feel like I look kind of like, because Ken has like dyed hair in it too.
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
was
I
like
kinda
a-
look like
Holy
Ryan Gosling in
shit! You
it.
kind of do look like Ken.
I look like that Ken.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You gotta go a little whiter.
His hair is much shorter than mine though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
get a
is-
haircut.
This is Colin Ken.
Oh. Let me see.
Asian Ken.
Asian Ken, bro.
Shang-Chi.
Asian Ken.
I like how it's in
Asian
Spanish
Ken.
too. It says El Ken original. Another one it says El Otro Ken.
I'm a otro Ken. All
You're
right.
more of an Alan,
Welcome
man.
to my Mojo.
Dude, I
Dojo
totally am more of an Alan. You're 100% right.
house.
What would I be?
But you are Knuff.
Would
I am Knuff.
Am I Barbie?
My shirt
Yeah, you're
says.
probably Barbie.
No, dude, I'm the weird Barbie. I'm the girl that does that.
Oh, dude, I'm
Just
the
weird
weird Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm the splits Barbie.
I forgot her name.
I think it's weird Barbie.
It's your name.
No, her actor name.
Oh, Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon.
Oh yeah, she's on SNL.
She's awesome. Love her.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So what's
Alright.
your phobias, dude?
First one that I liked, genophobia, fear of knees.
Like seeing knees, like knees exposed.
Genophobia. It's just
Are
this
you
fear of
afraid of your
knees.
own knees? Like, where's
I
the
don't like knees.
where's the parameters?
You
for
just
this?
scared.
Ah!
You get scared when you see knees.
I don't understand that.
You go outside and you're
That's
scared.
gotta be like.
You wake
a
up, you're
disorder.
I told you if it exists, there's a fear.
That's gotta be a disorder or
Gynophobia,
something.
fear of women.
Oh,
We all got
Yeah,
that.
that one hits hard.
We all scared of women.
Unless it's Margot
Heliophobia,
Robbie.
heliophobia, fear of the sun. I've got some bad news for those people. The sun is kind of important.
Dude, they should not watch that Rick and
Those are
Morty episode.
vampires.
They
Vampires
should
are
not
pretty
watch that
funny.
Rick and Morty episode where
Dude,
they go to the sun.
The
This
Sun
is-
Crusaders.
This is a crazy one. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedalophobia, fear of long words.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell my girlfriend to spell that. She'll
They do that. That's a joke, dude. They do that on purpose to scare whoever has long words. Ah, I can't read it.
make it
Coin-
make a long word and say it's
Koinonophobia,
fake.
koinonophobia, fear of rooms.
What?
Yeah, koinonophobia, fear of rooms.
Koinonophobia.
How are you afraid of
Spell
rooms?
You love to be outside.
I guess.
You're the anti-heliophobia.
You have to be outside.
Yeah, you know the people.
What if you have heliophobia and koinonophobia?
You are fucked.
You're done.
That guy that's canonophobic, that's playing video games outside. He's playing BO2, and then the kids are like, "Go touch some grass," and he's like, "Dude, I'm outside. Like I'm touching grass."
Go
and then,
touch some carpet.
And then he's like, "Go touch some carpet." And he's like, "Woo!"
They got him. They got him.
Got his ass.
Leukophobia, fear of the color white.
Leukophobia.
I guess so.
You're just screaming.
Mygyrocophobia, fear of cooking.
Okay.
Wow, dude, they're like every college kid that just eats out every day.
Yeah.
What?
Facts.
Octophobia,
Are you
fear
afraid of cooking?
fear of the figure eight.
Facts. Infinity delight.
Fear of being
Figure
ridiculed
skating,
is
be like-
actually a real thing.
Fear of what?
Being ridiculed. Catagelophobia.
Is that next on the list?
I'm just looking at the ones I screenshotted. I screenshotted ones because of like specific ones, like chronometrophobia, fear of clocks.
Chronometrophobia.
Those are just a few.
You hear grandpa.
I
Is
mean,
there a
there's-
fear of failure? There's only a fear of
definitely.
failure.
There's definitely.
What's it
fear.
called?
I don't know.
Fear of failure
Kumponophobia, fear of
Attic-
buttons.
Aticophobia.
Aticophobia? So we're both aticophobic.
Kinda, yeah. It's an
Kinda.
intense fear of failure.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of failure so much though.
So like
Ultimate
phobias
failure.
are more self-diagnosed.
Ultimate failure.
Yeah, I think so. What's up?
Yeah, baby.
Any more on your list, or is that all of them?
Those were the funny ones that I found. There's probably
Some of those were so obscure.
Fear of
Fear of knees is actually crazy.
mongoose.
fear
I
of
don't
mongoose.
understand that.
No.
I want to meet someone who's. What was the name of the phobia? Or fear of knees.
Oh, it was something that was not related to.
Genophobia.
Yeah, like genuphobia, I think.
Genophobia.
I want to meet
Yeah,
someone who's
genuphobia.
genuphobic.
I kind of want to like look more into this and see if there's any more information.
About genuphobia?
Yeah, like
The
there's
best.
someone that's like talks like on an interview or something.
Dude, my next horror movie that I produce will be about genuphobia. It's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna be.
Everyone's gonna be scared.
so many articles about it.
You should bring. I'm a leg, Marty. I'm a leg. You should
No,
bring
it's gonna
him.
have the my leg
Leg
guy.
rakes.
What are some?
It's gonna have the my leg guy from SpongeBob. My leg.
This is like talking about how people get in like fight or flight reactions to knees.
No way. Start throwing hands.
Yeah, it says they are the result of physiologic changes in response to perceived danger. This fight or flight reaction runs on adrenaline, which causes physical symptoms including difficulty catching your breath, dizziness, nausea, trembling, shivering. Common psychological genophobia symptoms include avoidance of looking at or touching knees, or activities that stress the knees, such as kneeling. That's crazy.
Afraid of kneeling, bro.
Dread or
Afraid
Afraid
worry.
of working out, basically.
What if they're
It seems like the genophobia also includes.
That'd be sus.
It also includes
sucks.
the fear of like the injury of knees. knees because it says dread or worry about knees or knee injuries.
Hey, knee injuries are the worst.
It also
Yeah.
says guilt or
You're out
shame
for a
about
while.
the fear of knees.
Just about having the fear of
And
knees.
it also says recognition that the fear of knees is irrational. They're basically like, if you have it, you're admitting that you are irrational.
Irrational or rational?
Irrational.
So you're basically
You're like, I know it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a phobia. It's like not something that like you want to happen. It's just like a thing that happens to you. You know, nobody wants to. Like, nobody volunteers to have a phobia. It just happens.
I'm so curious now about all the phobias you
It
just.
just makes you realize, you know, you got close to 8 billion people on this planet. There's something. Everyone's got something.
Everyone's got something, yeah.
There's something that's afraid. Someone that's afraid of everything.
I searched up fear of fingers. Gyrophobia.
That's terrible. Just cut them off.
It says
Dude, the Addams family, the
The
hand.
hand. Oh, I like
They're
that.
not like
they
that,
could not
bro.
watch Wednesday.
No, not at all.
This is the most common symptoms are
Or talk
feelings
to me,
of
dude.
dread,
Talk to me.
overwhelming thoughts of terror, panic, fast heartbeat, and tunnel vision. Then they try to avoid using their hands, which is impossible because we use our hands in everything we do.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
I mean, that's terrible. That is terrible. That something like that has to come from some sort of trauma.
That's
You
yeah.
think you can't like something like
It's
that.
your
you
fear of
can't,
vomit.
you can't be
Yeah.
born. You can't be born.
How do you get the hand trauma?
That's why I feel like the genophobia thing has
Rape?
to come from like a.
Maybe, but
It has to come from like a terrible knee injury that you get, and then you're like, I don't want to look at knees anymore because of like, or like you saw someone like get a really bad like break their leg or something. And you're like,
Yeah.
I can't look at this anymore.
yeah.
That's what I figured. You know.
Yeah, I feel like if you were scared of knees that weren't your own, it would be trauma that you saw someone else experience.
Yeah.
But if you damage your own, then you'd be scared of like damaging your own again because you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, that
Yeah.
is awful.
Yeah, I agree.
Huh.
That's when you
So
just chop your
interesting.
legs off from the knees down.
Yeah,
you're a
dude,
psych
yeah.
major, man. You gotta tell us how all this stuff works.
How the phobias work?
Yeah, are you gonna learn about that? You think? Is there like a class about phobias? That would actually be a super cool class. I would.
Nah,
take
there's
that.
no class. I had a class about schizophrenia, but that was about as specific as the class I had.
Huh.
Yeah. No, I mean we mentioned phobias, but it's so brief.
Yeah.
It's like,
Are you schizo?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Based on
what a
how
schizo
conduct
person would
myself.
say.
Yeah, right now I'm getting talked to by like someone that's behind you, but you can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Jeff back there.
That's my boy Jeff.
His name's actually Timothy.
I thought schizophrenia was like multiple personality disorder.
No, that's
Nope.
multiple personality disorder. Schizophrenia is when you like see stuff that's not there.
Schizophrenia is a lot more complex than that.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
If I keep mentioning A Beautiful Mind, you guys gotta watch A Beautiful Mind. It's a great movie. It's in the IMDb top 250 movies or whatever.
I gotta get through the top 100.
It might be in the top 100.
Yeah,
I'm not
It's
familiar
not
with
on
it.
my. It's not on my
Okay.
poster. Yeah.
It might have been on the top 100 a couple years ago.
Yeah, there it's changes because mine has like Avengers Endgame and like Spider Verse on it. The first one, not the second one. The second one would be on the new one. But
That's like 13.
yeah.
Pretty high.
We satisfied? We ready to wrap this baby up like a little churro and
I'm
send it to our
satisfied.
gullets?
And terrified.
Yeah, I'm ready to swoon this little thing.
Me
Let's
too.
do it.
Put
Yeah,
some spankings,
Dude.
put some baby powder on it.
I think all of our fears were vastly different,
Oh,
but
for
also
sure.
we had some similarities. Well, mainly
You
me.
guys were very similar.
You were all over the place.
I like related
This is
to.
a wild
I
card.
relate to your anxieties for sure.
You're the
I just-
oddball, aren't you?
I'm a little oddball.
Let me scratch your head.
I have fear of that.
You're scratching it. Dude, I love when my head gets scratched. It's the best.
It's the best.
That's
Awesome.
facts. That is
I actually really
Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
I agree.
Like, I love it.
I agree.
Slaps.
But yeah,
Alright.
let's close this off.
You know it.
So we are happy to be putting this on YouTube now. If you want to check out our YouTube, we are
Look
at
at my
the
Bend-Aid.
Arctic Circle. I believe that's our YouTube, at the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, Arctic Circle podcast.
We need to start posting on TikTok again, y'all.
ACP bash.
We can
Maybe-
do some highlights.
We could do some highlights. We might pull some hype videos again.
Hype
Like
videos,
that.
hype edits.
We still have to do our idea where we have like the level 1 crook versus the
Oh,
level
we
1
do.
So we had an idea back in
That
May.
was
It never formulated into anything
That would
other
be
than
so
a thought.
awesome.
Dude,
But
yeah.
We could totally do that.
We should.
Oh, no,
We need
no,
Farrar.
no.
We had talked about it with Farrar, and he's gone now.
Yeah.
Fair.
Our
Fair.
special guest from season 1, episode 9, the summer bash.
Feral mongoose.
He has
some
moved
calm.
on to better things. He has graduated.
Yeah.
But we could bring him back.
Oh yeah.
We could totally bring him back. But yeah, guys, we hope you guys had a splendid and fearful time listening to us. I'm more open to all my senses now. Now that
Steamer.
that was so loud. That was wet, dude.
I really hope the video picked that up.
Oh, it totally did. I mean, if you heard it, I heard it. He's like as close to the camera as I am.
Yeah.
I really wanted to stand up and do it directly into the mic. That's okay.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. We're on all that good stuff.
Fear of farts.
We are the Icemen of the Arctic Circle, signing off until next time.
See ya.
See you
Good shit,
guys.
guys.